Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Schrothinator here, and I wanted to give you guys my opinion, my review on Elimination Chamber. And honestly, it just I didn't really care for it. Like, Elimination Chamber used to be one of my favorite pay-per-views, one of them at least. And this one just wasn't very good. Cena versus Owens definitely, in my opinion, was the best match of the night. I think it for sure was. The tag team elimination chamber, I don't think it was bad, but I hated, and I really hated that all three members of the New Day got to participate. That doesn't make sense, because if you looked at all the other tag teams back then, you could only have two tag team champions. Like, you have it's Kofi Kingston, Biggie Langston. Xavier Woods is part of the stable, but he is not the tag team. He's not a tag team champion. He shouldn't have been an actual participant in the match. It didn't make any sense. Like, El Torito shouldn't have been in there anyway. I know it's El Torito, but still. And you had like Callisto and El Torito climbing to the very top of the thing and hanging it upside down. That's pretty fucking crazy, actually. I think I thought that was probably one of the coolest things tonight that happened, was them doing all that. Like, I saw Callisto do it, I'm like, what the fuck? And then you see fucking El Torito do it. That's absolutely ridiculous. But honestly, like I said, I think Owens and Cena was the best match. The Intercontinental Chamber match wasn't all that great. I love that they gave Ryback the win. I actually didn't think Ryback was going to pull it off. I thought they were going to give it to Ziggler. But after Ziggler got eliminated, it was between Sheamus and Ryback. And I'm like, oh, they're going to give it to Ryback. He's on the cover of the pay-per-view thing, after all, But, yeah, Ryback finally wins a championship for the first time in his WWE career. And I couldn't have been happier with that choice that they made about it. Now, there's not really much else that I want to talk about besides really the main event. Like, I didn't care for the Divas match. I didn't care for any of the other matches at all that happened that night. Yeah, I think Cesaro and Kid should have won the titles back, or have a huge twist having the primetime players winning that tag match. But anyway, the main event, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. People are saying, like, oh, fuck the Authority for doing that. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't even get to see the pay-per-view yet, and I heard everyone saying, like, fuck the Authority and all this stuff. And then when I watched the match, I was like, the Authority had nothing to do with it. Like, they, of course, Kane and the Goons, J&J Security, tried to interfere in the match, but that's it. That was obviously going to happen before the match happened, but, what everyone was complaining about was the referee coming back and saying, like, no, he pulled me in front of him, he's getting disqualified. Like, no, the ref actually did the right thing. Rollins actually did lose by disqualification, not pinfall technically. How the hell did Cena kick out of that? Anyway, I wanted to get my thoughts about that. I think, honestly, it was a perfect ending to that match. Now, a lot of people say, like, oh, it's just a big middle finger. But is it? Is it really a big middle finger that, Ambrose won by disqualification like that? If you looked, you saw that clearly Ambrose got, like, a clean win, but at the same time, he actually won by disqualification because of what Rollins did. Rollins stays as champion, which I think is best for business. I'm going to use an Authority line right there, but I think it truly is. I think Rollins is a great champion. He's the best in the business right now. And I think he needs to stay as champion when Brock returns June 22nd. That's a confirmed date. Brock Lesnar will show up on Raw June 22nd. And I really can't wait to see what they're going to do with Rollins and Lesnar, honestly, for the next pay-per-view. Or if it even will happen in the next pay-per-view, it might happen the pay-per-view afterwards. I don't know. But I'm expecting, Rollins versus Lesnar whenever it happens. I believe Lesnar returns the day after the next pay-per-view, which should be Money in the Bank. And then from then on, I don't know what's going to happen. I think Brock's going to get the title back, and then he might not get the title back right away because of, some weird bullshit reason. But I don't know. But I think overall, that main event, Ambrose showed a good showing that he's a true main event material, and that he has what it takes to be a champion. But he having Rollins stay as champion like that improves Rollins' heel. Improves him being a heel overall is what I'm trying to say, and it also improves Ambrose as a competitor. And so I was surprised that, I guess Randy's injured again or something, like he's been gone since Payback, and then we also have Roman Reigns not having a match. He just kind of shows up at the end. I thought that was pretty stupid, and they didn't do anything with Bray Wyatt either. I was really confused. I was kind of surprised. I was really surprised that they had Mark Henry in that Elimination Chamber match. I thought that was a pretty cool curveball. Good person to replace Rusev. But anyway, that's my review. I give it a total 7.5 out of 10 stars. I thought it was pretty disappointing. I liked how they ended the main event, and I liked the tag team Elimination Chamber a little bit. And then, of course, Cena vs. Owens was pretty good. So 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10 stars. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Also comment and subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye.